Miss Bondi, we need to talk. My name is Jimmy Staley. I have communicated with you in numerous emails, and it is just ridiculous the different ways I've been pointed away from you to other agencies to handle the problem that really is ultimately on your desk and on your shoulders. I want to start off with saying how disappointed I am that you didn't make a ruling on the LET money as the Board of County Commissioners has asked you to do. You withheld a ruling and basically, smacked down the board, saying that it was a bad time to ask for that while they were negotiating the budget. And the reason that is completely false is because, they were asking you in good faith to rule on whether Morgan had misappropriated money while they were negotiating to give him more money. Do you see how that works? Why give him more money? If he's going to misappropriate money, he's going to misappropriate all of it. You know what I mean? And that's the reason you were given this issue to rule on. Now, I know the Board of County Commissioners kind of gingerly gave it to you because some of them have culpability in rubber stamping his illegal let funds. And you can tell that they're illegal because he completely bypassed the process. The process should have been, and is outlined to be by statute, that the nonprofit organization approaches the sheriff with a proposal. If the sheriff signs off on it and says, I think this is a worthy cause, he then takes it to the Board of County Commissioners to vote to see if that is indeed within statute something they can do. Now, Morgan knew this. And what he did was he went ahead and cut the checks and then asked for reimbursement. And he didn't even do it. It was one of those things that was just rubber stamped through the agenda. I mean, literally no mention is made of it most of the time, from 2012 to 2017. I understand that you think that it should have been something settled outside of the budget agreement. However, we are now seeing that because the county acquiesced and gave him $9 million to relieve compression on underpaid middle level deputies who have been there longer but started out at a lower incoming wage. Now that he has that money, he isn't giving it to them. And he's used it as a weapon against them. He's demanding that the PBA rewrite the employment contract, and if they want their raises, they have to sign off agreeing to give up certain rights that are not even legally able to be given up. Waiving the different processes and different steps between discipline and termination. So basically, they can at will fire you if you're a deputy. And he gave Eric Haynes, his chief deputy, has used this ploy to try to get all of this rolled into one contract. And since the deputies didn't accept their rights being violated, they negated the raise too. And that was not what the raise was given That is not why the money was given to Morgan. It was never contingent on the PPA. They were supposed to get this money, period. 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 Now, $1 million of it is being spent to pay the trainees who are already making more money than the higher ranking deputies that raise. They get their raise because they weren't part of this PBA issue. So the trainees who had higher pays to begin with now have even higher pay, and I'm sure the administration on the other end has higher pay, making the compression issue substantially worse. He's misusing the money. He's not using it for what he said he intended to use it for. He absolutely lied to everyone. And that is not surprising when you look at the LET fund. So, Miss Bondi, my question to you is, when is enough enough? I mean, we have $2.7 million from the LET fund that basically he stole in political capital. We now have $9 million that he is playing games with to try to break the spirit of the deputies that have been there the longest with him. There is no reason this man shouldn't be in jail. He is misappropriating so much money and hurting so many people, and nobody is standing up. This is your job. You are the chief prosecutor of the state. Bill Edens won't do anything, but you should. You and Mr. Scott, I won't call him Governor Scott because he hasn't governed anything. I just need to know what your intention is. And I'm asking you this point blank because this video is not just being released to you. It's going on YouTube. It's going on Facebook. It's going anywhere I can friggin' put it. Because I want a response. And I think the county of Escambia deserves a response. When is enough enough? When is Morgan finally going to commit enough crimes with enough money and hurt enough people that you actually get involved? And if you choose not to, again, what kind of standard does that set for the next AG or the next sheriff? It in fact will let anybody fleece any citizen and not let anybody be accountable for anything. Really? Is that what you want? Because right now you aren't holding him accountable to his job duties, his oaths of office, and breaking the law of the state. If he can break the law and you won't say anything about it, then why is anybody ever arrested? Thank you.